Uh, hey everyone. This is going to be a very different kind of video because, well, first of all, you can see we're starting from the menu screen. And the reason we are is because I only have two worlds, and that's my world, Kneale's Emerald Realm. I was on a mountain when I last saved, so sorry you guys don't get to see my world any. But, the other one is the Quick Kneale world. And as you can see, it is clearly gone. And this has actually really broken my heart. It's super sad because I love inviting friends over, sitting down, and us doing quick builds. It's one of our favorite things to do when we hang out. So I have decided this shall not stand. And this is going to be a very long video. I do have a 60-minute limit, so this will probably be just part one of a few parts. But yeah. So, oh dude, Scary Game Squad uploaded a new video. That's awesome. Well, I have something to do when I'm done with this. But I am actually super ready to devote the next hour or two of my life to this. And it's probably going to be most of the night. But, yeah. I'm going to be rebuilding the quick build world because currently it's gone. And I know what you're thinking. I can't rebuild the quick builds. And you're right, I can't rebuild those. Those are gone. And it's really sad, but those are gone forever. It sucks that they're gone forever, but they are. What I'm instead going to rebuild are the prize arenas, and I'm going to rebuild... Oh, I can't believe nobody got to say... I am sure that's Skylar watching. Thank you, Skylar. But, yeah. So, I'm going to be rebuilding the Quick Kneale world. And hope everybody who watches will stick with me, because this one's going to be a very different one, commentary-wise. I might tell a few stories here and there, but more or less, this is going to be just me rebuilding. And, hey, if anybody has any questions they want to ask about anything, I guess, I'm game to answer. Music's getting a little loud, so let's get in there and get it turned down. Quick Kneale. What is the difference between these two? There isn't one. Quick Kneale. Alright. Creative. We'll stay in peaceful. Gotta get to super flat. I forget how to do this. Guys, it has been too long for me in creating worlds. Okay, there we go. Super flat. Yes. Generate structures. No, I don't want structures. Find balanced seed. If you're creating a world with a random seed, this option looks for a world with a good mix of biomes. Disabling this generate a world all of one biome. That could be cool. But alright. I think we're ready. Turn it on large and super flat. I think we're, oh, I should customize my super flat. Properties. Alright, good. First of all, I want a few layers of this. Yeah, I'll edit this one. Let me just, because, you know, sometimes you want to dig holes. We'll go 52. Okay. Grass block. And this doesn't matter, but... why not? Biomes, plains is fine. Don't need anything else. Gosh, I never really... spacing. Settlements situated in plains, savannas, deserts, or taiga, whatever. Biomes guarded by iron golems and home to farmers, librarians, and clerics. Spacing, the expected number. Villages. I want the villages to be small, because I don't want them. At all. Strongholds, nah. Violent specific structures, nah. Ocean Monument, no. Woodland Mansion? Nah. It's just a quick build world, guys. Alright, I think we're done. I think we're done. Alright. I could use a texture pack. If wanted. I mean, hell, I'll do the second part with a texture pack on. No, I have not broken the news to Kyle yet. Or Chance. Neither of them know. This just happened. Essentially what happened is... Are you kidding me? I'm right next to one. See, one of the last things I did before the world got deleted was I destroyed that village. So... oh, come on. There's another one right there. I thought I made you small. This is bull. Alright. So the first thing I want to do is take out a map and get a lay of the land. And hey, do you guys want to use this as a tutorial to make your own quick build world? Hey, that's fine with me. I don't mind. But I'm going to be building 100 by 100 prize arenas, so I can't be near villages. What happened was my brother wanted to play the PlayStation, and he just unhooked it from the back. He just unplugged it, and I was working on some new stages at the time, and a few days later, which is today, I went to play. That way I could add in some more podiums and work on Kyle's prize, which was a giant statue of himself, and he's gonna be so pissed that that's gone because it looked perfect. It can be rebuilt, but you know, I have to rebuild my AT-AT, so Kyle, if you're watching this, we all have to make sacrifices. You see, the weird thing about Kyle is he's sometimes, like, he prefers to do videos alone. And I really don't get that, because I hate doing videos alone. Like, the only reason I'm doing this is because... oh my gosh, is that... oh no, it's the same village. Is because if I don't do this, there's a very real chance that Quick Kneale is going to be done. And I don't want that. So... you know what? Maybe we should just be happy it happened this early. Like, think about if it would have happened after we did like 100 quick builds and then our best work was gone and everybody lost everything and our prize arenas just ended up completely empty after they were like super full. Like, I'm pissed my AT-AT's gone, but in the end I based that off of a few other designs. I feel like I combined a lot of designs and made it my own, but in the end I can rebuild the AT-AT. I can rebuild Kyle's statue. I'm glad that this happened early. And by the way, we never did find a winner for the first episode. We still don't have a winner technically for the first episode. So, those watching, if you want to contribute, I guess we could get a winner for that, and then if I win, I could build something in my arena, or I mean, I'm pretty sure Chance is going to build a statue of a dragon for his first one. One of those really badass ones. Like, there's some cool Minecraft statues. But, hey, who's watching? We got one watcher, and that's cool. So, hey, whoever's watching, leave a comment. Be cool. I did not anticipate. You know what, Kyle? This is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to make you watch this entire live stream. That way you know how hard it is to, like, come up with, like, content all on your own. Because it's not easy, Sir Kyle. It's not. That's another thing. Kyle's going to call me at some point during this live stream. And when he does, I just have to end the live stream and talk to Kyle and break his little heart. The villages are really close to the center. I don't know if I did this for the last Quick Kneale world. I think I just built it wherever. But what I want to do is I want to have the main hub, if you will, sort of centered towards the middle. And we just do 20 by 20, so it won't be, like, hard to get a lay of the land once we get there. But I really feel like once I get started, this will go really fast. So, whoever's watching, one person, if you would like to leave a comment about stuff to talk about, you can. I'm sure I'm gonna get quiet, but see, there's a problem with me and YouTube. I essentially trained myself to I've been prepping for YouTube for a long time, and I trained myself to not be able to, I made it where I don't like being quiet when I play video games, and sometimes that's good. Like when I do Let's Plays, commentary comes very easy to me because of that. But sometimes I'm gonna turn down the music just in case. Sometimes it's bad because I hang out with friends and we'll be doing something like playing Smash Brothers or playing Call of Duty is a bad example because I always talk during Call of Duty regardless, but whenever we play any game, I'll just be talking my fucking mouth off because 2 viewers. Impressive, Kneale. You really got this going on. 1 comment. Chris! Hey dude, what's up? Thanks for watching. But to finish my story, and Chris, I guess you can confirm this. When I play games, I talk. Like, regardless of what we're playing or who's playing with us. I love you, Chris. You're so beautiful. You will always be our sexy beast. Oh crap, there's lava over there. I need to get rid of this. Chris, to update you on what happened. Essentially, long story short, the Quick Kneale save got corrupted. So I have to rebuild Quick Kneale now. And yeah, that's gonna be a major pain in the ass, but I gotta do it. Ah, I got saplings and iron. This will totally help me. Oh, I just deleted it. I love you, man. Oh, Chris, give me stories to tell, because I'm running out of stuff to say already because I'm just destroying shit and soon to be building shit. Why am I even destroying this village right now? This isn't near where I want to build it. I guess I just wanted to take out anger. Curse me. Alright, I'm gonna finish destroying this just because I want to now. But, yeah. Let's see if I can come up with a story on my own. What's something that happened to me as a person that I can tell a story about? You see, I do a lot of weird shit. So, I can't believe that I'm drawing a blank right now. Oh, comment. Tell the one about the old man and his possessed hat that eats people. I remember this one. Okay, so it was me, it was Chris, and it was Chance. Kyle was not there, sadly, and it was Skylar. So it was me, Chris, Chance, and Skylar, and Nick, who is Chris's brother. And we were all camping outside, and then Chance was like, "Oh shit," and then Chris was like, "Oh, what?" And then Chance starts yelling, "This cat just ate my hat." And then we were like, "A cat just ate your hat?" And then everybody got mad at me because it was my cat, because I have a lot of cats. So I was like, "Hey, what Tattoo eats is, like, you guys came to my tent. It's your fault." And some people took my side, some people didn't. We had a civil war, and then after our civil war, we began a new mission to help Chance get his hat back. And one thing led to another, and we ended up in this creepy-ass hat store. So, we were in the hat store, and then Chris was like, "I'm gonna go talk to the guy out front, like, at the cash register, because, I mean, it's really dark, and I'm pretty sure this place is closed." And we were like, "Whatever, Chris, just do what you gotta do, man." So Chris went up, and he went to go talk to the guy, and then the guy fucking ate him. Just straight up fucking ate Chris. And we were like, "Oh no, Chris." And yeah, that happened. So we then all decided we had to save Chris, because Chris just got eaten by an old man in a weird hat in a hat store. So Chris, who is dead at the moment, so he didn't do anything, but Skylar grabbed his holy water, which you guys wouldn't know because you don't know Skylar, but Skylar just carries holy water on him. And yeah, Skylar was ready to play. He was like, "You took our sexy beast!" And Skylar threw holy water on the guy, believing he was possessed. Yes, Chris, it is exactly how you remember it, you know, before you died. And, okay, so Skylar throws holy water on the guy. And he's like, "Hey, what'd you do that for?" And we were like, "Oh, you can talk?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can talk." And we were like, "That's good. This will make this much easier. Barf out our friend or we'll fucking kill you." And he was like, "Nah, I don't want to barf out your friend. He's tasty." And I was like, "Come on, please." And he was like, "Nah, man. Your friend's tasty." And, yeah. This map is eating these blocks. Num 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 num. But, yeah. So we attacked the man. Skylar's holy water. Nick's Viking axe. I threw my cat at him, and Chance cried in the corner while the adults had their fun. And then he ate Nick, and we were all like, "No, not Nick!" And we all cried. And then after we were done crying, we went and we continued trying to kill the man. And then Chance stops crying, and he's like, "Ooh, what a nice hat." So Chance tackles the guy and takes his hat off. And then the guy's eyes like changed, and he looked normal again. And he was like, "You freed me. You freed me from this hell." And then we killed him. And we cut him open, and we got Nick and Chris out of there. And then Nick made a joke about being inside of a man. The end. Alright, I feel proud of myself. I told one story. This is such a weird stream. Kyle is going to hate me when I call him. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Chris. I would bow, but I'm currently in a chair and I'm stuck here for the next hour. See, I didn't actually want to do a stream for this, but I convinced myself that if I don't stream, I'm probably not gonna do it. But it's okay, guys. I watched Game of Thrones first. So I got those mad Game of Thrones spoilers for y'all. Alright, so when Jon Snow died tonight, and Tyrion was revealed to be an actual full-sized man and not a dwarf, I flipped my shit. For those of you who cannot tell, I am fucking with you. BRB. Sorry I disappeared for a second, guys. I heard a weird noise. And I felt that that was worth investigating. Because it sounded like somebody fell. Dude, when I'm a famous YouTuber one day, I'm gonna watch this video and I'm gonna cry. And I'm gonna be like, this was the day I saved Kneale, kids. Also, this is your daddy's longest and stupidest video yet. Chris, you don't even watch Game of Thrones. Oh, I got another story, and this one's real. So, did you guys know that I was on... Chris just commented, well, ... to know. To know. Well, to know, everyone. To know. But I was on an airplane once, and for some reason, I felt like being a dick. There's no other way to tell this story. I felt like being an asshole. And so I found this couple who, I don't know, I guess they were role-playing because they were pretending not to know each other, but they were talking about a baby and meeting up in in Florida, which was where we were going. So I thought that I would just be... I gotta destroy this. I thought I would just be a dick. And I would pretend that I was rich to fuck with these people. So, essentially, the entire flight, I pretended to be London Tipton, and I said my name was Cornelius, and I had fun. I'm not sure that they enjoyed it. Essentially, I was talking down to them and just being an asshole. And I was saying how much I wanted them to, like, be a part of my mansion stuff. I said I'd hire the girl on as, like, a maid, and I would hire the guy on as, like, the guy who parks cars. But, yeah, so after that happened, this woman approaches me. A grown woman, by the way, and at this point, this is like a 13, 12-year-old Kneale Burris. And she comes up to me and she goes, "Excuse me, sir, are you actually rich?" And I go, "Yep." And she looked me in the eyes and said, "You broke my purse!" And she fucking ripped the strap off of her purse. This was off of the plane, by the way. This is after we landed. She ripped the strap off of her purse and said that I broke it. And then she said, "Who is going to replace this? Where is your father?" And I said, I'm not sure where my father is. By the way, I don't actually have a dad in real life. Sadness. But, yeah. So, I told her, he's not gonna replace that. And then the lady grabs me, which, by the way, that should never happen because I was a child. But the lady grabs me, and she says, "You're going to stay right here until your father comes." And then I say, "Lady, you just broke your purse." And then I start trying to get the flight attendants to, like, come and help me. You know, not really the flight attendants because we weren't on the plane anymore. Just people there who could help. And I got some workers' attentions, and they were like, "Sir, is this your son?" And she fucking lies to them and tells them, "Yes, I am." And I tell them, "No, I'm not." And she's like, "You're lying." And I'm like, "I'm not lying. I don't know this woman." And they go, "Son, it is wrong to lie." And I'm like, "I'm not lying." And then I looked to the lady and said, "I lied about being rich. That's what I lied about." And she says, "You little fuck." And then she went to slap me, and a guard, like, ran at her. I know what you're thinking. Where's my mother during all this? Well, actually, there's a pretty good explanation. My mother went to the bathroom, and even though I was only like 12 or 13, I had been left alone a lot, and she couldn't take the stuff with her into the bathroom. So she just left me outside of the bathroom, which is fine. She took my brothers in there with her because I didn't want to watch them. So around this time, Mom actually comes out. And she sees this woman about to slap me, and she sees these two men, like, running at her. And I sort of move. She still has a hold of my arm, but I move where her other arm can't hit me. And Mom walks up and fucking sucker punches this lady. And then says, "If you fucking touch my son again, I will beat the shit." And then the lady attempts to, like, run away, but we all had to go into airport security. There you go. That's my airplane story. Did you enjoy it, Chris? Chris, have I ever actually told you that story? I'm sure I have. I'm sure there's not a story you don't know. Oh, my dear. I hate this. I hate building this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm not sure how long I've been building, but I don't want to do this. No, I never told you it? That's crazy. That's one of my leading stories. Huh. That's weird, man. Kudos for Morn, though. Good on here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Mom bloodied her nose. We kept talking. We got to talk to the lady a little bit more, and of course I got in trouble for lying. But there was never a point where Mom was like mad at me because that lady grabbed me. I mean, I feel like airport stories and airplane stories are the best stories. Like, if you have a funny story on an airplane, it just makes it a little better in my opinion. Oh, yeah, good. That's a good idea. I can talk about D&D stories. So, what's a D&D moment I want to talk about? Oh, dude, this is really cool. Chris, you'll of course know this. You were a part of this. There's this really cool new campaign that we just started with Nick being the DM. Usually I'm the DM in our friend group for some reason. I don't particularly know why. But that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. And this time Nick got to do it because honestly I just really wanted to play because I never play. And yeah, we got that chance, and it was really cool. So we had this system where you would roll a d20, a d4 actually, and you're to best DMs in there. Aw, thank you, Chris. That's so sweet. But Nick really gave me a run for my money. So essentially, Chris, you probably know what story I'm telling right now, and if you don't know it, I'll give you a hint. It has to do with chance. And there's a D4. We used a D6, but you're supposed to use a D4. And depending on what you get, that's what you are. If you get a 1, you are a child. If you get a 2, you are a average working man, meaning you had a job and everything. I don't remember what happens if you get a 3. Chris, let me know if you remember. But if you get a 4, you become military. So I rolled the dice. And I really wanted to be a child. I was obsessed with the idea of being a child in the zombie apocalypse. I was like, this is my role. But I got military, so I made it work. My character's name was Connor Banks, and I was a military pilot who actually crashed my plane, and that's how I met the other people in my group. I don't remember Chris's character's name exactly. I don't know if we ever said his name. I always pictured him as a Hugo. Yeah, you were the retarded cameraman, but I don't remember what your name was. And you weren't stupid, Chris. You just weren't the smartest guy. Like, you had some brain moments. Like, I'm pretty sure it was you who found the working car. So, I was Connor Banks. I was in the Air Force. Chris was a cameraman who was in the in a studio when the zombie apocalypse hit. Because Chris rolled actual like working man, but Chance got child. And my God, the character Chance created was amazing. In the worst way. Your name was Spike? Oh, wasn't your name like Steve or something simple? I don't know, I thought you had like a normal name. I know whenever I pictured your character, I always pictured him looking like a man who would be named Hugo. But, so, Chance's character, just to get back into focus, was a little child named Clover. And Chance, Chance's character Clover was the most badass of the three of us. Essentially, we like all asked him what his story was, and he would go, "About an hour ago, my dad killed himself. My mom was crying and I ran away. My dad used to beat me and so did my mom. I heard zombies were coming after I went outside to run away from seeing my dead dad. When I got out there, I had to keep running. There was no other way. I kept running until I got here and this trash can fell on top of me. I was stuck here for days until you found me. Thank you, sir." And he's just a little badass. There was a point, no joke, where I was like, so essentially I made a roll and I went a little crazy after a guy shot himself. And I was like, no, we gotta bury this guy because that's what's right. So which by the way, at this point, Chance has a shotgun. He didn't let us have it. He has a shotgun. And we get this guy's body in the car. We lay him in the back seat where Clover gets in, and Clover fastens his seat belt and like shakes his hand like, "You need to be safe, mister." And then he looks to me and goes, "Let's get the fuck out of here." Oh, and also, I slammed on the brakes at one time and blood got, like, brain fluids got all over Clover's face. Oh my gosh. So, I am gonna end this stream soon, just because I have stuff to do tomorrow. I had to find a way back to my apartment tomorrow. I was originally, I was gonna hang out with Chris and Chance and them, and then from there I was gonna get back to the apartment because Chris's house is less far than my house, parents' house, from my apartment. But it's okay. I'ma figure it out. This is opportunity to do more stuff here and get more food, and actually I might be able to work a little tomorrow, so this might be a good thing. I mean, I'm not sure how the eclipse is gonna affect that because I work with saws and stuff. But hey, you know what? If I cut off my hand, please let it be the left hand, because that's the hand I would be okay with losing, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not gonna say why I'm okay with losing it. I'm just saying that's the hand I'd pick to lose. These villagers are gonna be pissed at me. Yeah. Well, just don't be outside between 1 and 3 and you should be okay. Yeah, I should be fine. Like, we do a lot of outside work, but I'm sure I can convince my boss, Dick. His name is Dick. He is the nicest man. He will not make us work while the eclipse happens. However, I will probably try to pressure him into letting me work while the eclipse happens, because tomorrow's the only day I can really earn the money. Then I had to find a way back home. I'm actually gonna go apply for a job at that one store. I can't say it online because stalkers will stalk me, but that one store, Chris. You just fill in the caps on which one you think it is, and don't comment it. That one store that sells those one things. You know what I should have done? I should have gotten a glass of milk. Before I started all this, I should have got a glass of milk. Should have sat down. Should have drank that milk. Let's see. I'll tell one more D&D story, and I'll finish destroying this village for the most part. And then I think I'm gonna get off here. Because even though this is a super uneventful video, it is the start, my friends. What D&D story to tell next? Oh, another comment from Chris. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. That one. Insert the name of whatever you want. Oh, maybe I could give a little teaser on my next D&D that I'm doing. So, I found this new system that I really like. And it's, essentially, it's sort of like an apocalypse D&D. It's not like the zombie apocalypse. It's a mutant apocalypse. And I don't know everything about this system, so I'll just tell you what I know, because I'm still researching it. But, I think I know the story I'm going to do for it. So, essentially, you roll a d4, and you get an option. You either get to be a mutated plant creature, a mutated animal creature, which you can be a humanoid animal, or you can be like a actual animal that can just speak and stuff. I'm sure the same. All I know is if I roll a plant, I'm gonna be a carrot. Instead of Pickle Rick, it's Carrot Kneale. Essentially, and I don't know the last one. Oh, well, there is another one. There's normal human, and maybe there's mutated human. I don't know the last one yet because I was way more focused on the mutations. So you're a mutant. You get to roll a D1000. Yeah, remember those guys? Those are those things we said we'd never use, and for some reason we keep putting them in our D&D systems. So you had to roll a D1000. And there are 1,000 options on what you could get. And specifically the guy I watched, one person got really cool shit. Like they got summoning demons, clone yourself, the ability to control water. And then another guy got different eye color and emotional as a mutation. And then one person became a total freak and made the whole game about killing themselves. And yes, before you ask, that is Daikia. Chris, you'd actually like that. Look up, Chris, look up It's Me JP and watch Daikia. It has Jesse Cox in it, Strippin', Krindor, and Dodger. So, yeah, dude, no, I should have showed you guys, like, roleplay channel a while ago, because, like, they have great D&Ds. They got Nebula Jazz, which inspired my D&D of Astral Cause. They got this kick-ass Star Wars one. It's really cool. I love the hell out of them. Ever since I got into D&D, I've been watching them. And if you're watching me, anybody from that channel, which I know you're not, but if you are, me, my friend Kyle, my friend Chris, my friend Chen, use us! Put us in that shit. We will jump on that. We will thrust on that. We will go all around the world on that. Except for maybe Chris. He's bashful. I am not. I will whore myself out to you people. This village sucks. So that's an interesting thing. Chris, let me read your comment first. Oh yeah, you said K, meaning you'll check them out. But which would you want, if you could be like any vegetable, which vegetable would you be? I'm pretty torn between an onion and a carrot. I mean, I feel like I'd probably choose carrot. Just because I like carrots. Who is this? It's Lime? I don't know you, but I like you. Welcome. Welcome, Mr. It's Lime. It's Lime, same question to you. If you could be any vegetable, like, which would you be? I chose carrot and onion. Chris has yet to choose. I am the stupidest motherfucker. Why would I choose a carrot? Well, because I feel like a carrot would just be really cool to be. And I could even do a voice like, um, hi everybody, my name's Vitamin the Carrot. Aw, Chris, I thought you'd be a rutabaga too. I didn't say anything, but I was thinking a beet, an eggplant, and a rutabaga. But why would you be a sad rutabaga? Well, I guess essentially, like, the thing only says plants. So you can be a vegetable, or a fruit, or just a plant. You could be a big green mother from outer space. Sad rutabagas are cute. I like how offended you got. Because it's fucking cute, Kneale, gosh. I don't know. It's lime. I think it's kind of obvious which, like, plant you'd be. You'd probably be a lime. Just because your name is It's Lime. Don't sit on me, Chris, please. I'll be good. I'll be good, Dad. I'll be good. Alright, Kneale. You got one more house. And then we'll just ignore that bigger house. I'm gonna destroy that house and then I'm gonna end the first stream. Because this is gotta be hard to watch. And also, we gotta be getting to the hour mark soon. Like, we gotta be just about to that hour mark. If I could be a mutant animal, I don't know. I think I'd either go with chameleon or dragonfly. Oh, if I could be a, like... See, the weird thing with mutant animals is you're not humanoid. You are... I mean, I guess sometimes you can be humanoid. But I guess it depends. Like, after you roll your class, you have to make another roll. Like, to see what you are, you have to make another roll. And then you get either you're an actual animal, you're a humanoid animal, or something else that I can't remember. What's my fursona? Ugh. Don't do this to me, Chris. You get drawn as a red panda one time and everybody thinks you're a furry. Oh dear. Thank you for watching It's Slime. Mostly because I don't know you. So, the fact that you're watching, it makes me happy. I mean, Chris is watching because he's a friend, and it's bro code. But it makes me happy that you're watching It's Slime. Oh yeah, I have that too. Like, Chris, I've got that put up. Like, I remember you gave that to me, and I've got it put up now. I plan to frame it. Like, Chris gave me this really cool Red Hood drawing. So what I want to do is I want to get, like, a bunch of art from you guys. And then I'll just frame it all together. And hang it up on my wall. Because my apartment actually looks pretty cool right now. We've only been there a week, so it's still like the moving in stages. But it's coming together. It's becoming a home. Right. I'm gonna destroy this. And maybe go destroy that other one. Over there. I'll leave this one for now because I'm pretty sure all of the villagers are like... Oh, where'd all the villagers go? Are they all in this house? Oh. Yeah. They're all here. I'll do stuff from our Super D&D almost done with Shadoo. I can't wait to see Shadoo. I know that Chance is super hyped for it. Um, to update those of you who do not know, which is anybody watching this later, and Mr. I forget your name. It's Lime. Why am I destroying this house? I don't want to do that. Essentially, we have a superhero-themed D&D that we do. And my character can control both fire and ice, and has psychic powers slightly. Chris's character is badass, and that's all you have to know about him. Chance's character can teleport and has control over shadows. And yeah, there are other characters, but I don't feel like getting all descriptive. Alright, this is the last one, guys. So after this, I'm gonna end the stream. I can't wait for art, Chris. Like, I'm currently working on, like, art of Skylar's character Doubt, because he told me that his best D&D moment was creating the character Doubt. Which, by the way, Chris, you might not know this either, but the character Doubt is from... He's a space polar bear. And he is from Astral Coast. And I really like him. He's like my character's best friend. Alright, we cleared out this village. I beat the hell out of another village. And let me bring out the map. This is about where I want to do the prize podiums. So, part 2 of the stream, we will start building the prize podiums. And you guys can use that part as like a tutorial to build your own. You can build exactly what I'm building if you want. Thank you, It's Lime and Chris, for keeping me company during this stream. I am gonna get off here. I might rewatch that episode of Game of Thrones. I'm gonna call Kyle and Chance and tell them what happened. And then later tonight I might start building again. I hope everybody got some joy out of this. I'm really sorry to those of you who are watching. Yeah, good night, Chris. But I'm really sorry to those of you who are watching, because I know that Kneale is actually my my most loved video series on the channel, and I'm super sorry that it's gone. Like, the amount of support that me and Kyle are getting on Kneale is actually really humbling, and it's really, really sweet. So thank you all guys all for that. And we are definitely bringing Kneale back. It's gonna be a pain in my ass because I built all the arenas, meaning I'm the only one who knows the fucking measurements of how to build the arenas. So, fuck. But, as usual, guys, thank you for watching. I love you. And see you next time. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, what am I doing? That's not how I end the stream. That's not how I end the stream either. That's a screenshot. Beep, 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 beep.